Into this conversation in terms of politically speaking and elective positions, and I see here Abdirahman Mohammed Ali says women are key in our society. In Kenya, we are just here and there. We haven't done much yet. Politically, look at the appointments on leadership positions. 95% are men. If given the chance, women can achieve 100% economic transformation. That is according to Abdirahman. But you ran for office. What was the biggest challenge you faced that you think was specific to you as a woman and not all the aspirants in Kibra?
First of all, I want to appreciate everyone who really supported me. But at the end of the day also, I experienced a lot of challenges and it was really extreme. Yeah. Number one, I realized also politics is violent, deliberate, so that women can get frightened, so that women cannot get into this space and vie for these seats. For example, in Kibra constituency, for the longest time, it has been ODM strong zone. But in 2019, I was coming with the Ukweli Party. Being that I was born and brought up in Kibera, again, it was not easy because everyone was finding it so hard to believe that you are born here, you grew up here, and you know the norm. The normal norm is ODM. Why are you coming up with a different party? Then we are betraying Baba. And that was not the essence, but also exploring to other parties that has the same ideology that I had in 2019. And then another thing is insecurity. Yeah. If you look at social media, how I was really brought down, at some point it really affected me mentally, but because I had the strongest support, the strongest pillar, I really managed it so well, because you'll be threatened every single day. People speak bullshit about you, and then you know you have children in the same community. So when my children were coming from school, they were really stressed out because people were saying a number of things that were bad. People were bad-mouthing me because the only sin that I did is being a young person, and I was getting into political space, and I needed change, and I really had a unique manifesto to change Kibra. But for Kibra people and majority of the people, because of ODM, so they had because of coming with the Ukweli Party, they had an opportunity just to badmouth me every day. Yeah. But that didn't bother me because as a feminist, I was really ready for everything that was coming. But his insecurity was something else, because when you're doing campaigns, people will even attack you just because you are a woman. And some people, when they were planning to attack me, and then when they came closer and closer, because my campaign, everything was women. Yeah. My chief campaign was a woman, financial coordinator was a woman. I took women, young women deliberately, because also I wanted young girls to see visible women in active politics in Kibra. That was so deliberate and it was intentional. So I can say the two major challenges that I faced was insecurity. Yeah. And what else did I talk about? Economically speaking, were you financially stable to run a campaign? I was not financially stable because I was only 30 years. My friend is Rachel Mwikali. Seriously, she comes from Madare. She doesn't have savings. That is the reality. But I want to appreciate Femnet because Femnet really supported me financially in terms of even taking care of my security, pay some of my bills, like even transportation and communication. And it really gave me a lot of power because I had little money. Plus also Boniface Mwangi and Ukweli Party. I was supported in kind and monetary, so I want to appreciate that. All right. For the record, the show doesn't allow vulgarities, so let's keep it very clean. No vulgar language at all. Marianne.